Hello guys, it's Silverfang45 and this will be my week 4 battle versus Philadelphia Pangoros. Rain. I hate rain. Coming into this I expected Bishop, Gudra, Hawlucha, Koko, Pelipper, and Mega Swampert. He brought the exact same team but with Articuno instead, so I'm less scared. But at the same time, I still understand that I can lose this, and I expect to lose this. So I came in just trying to force a Venu versus Koko, and just hoping my set of beating an Adamant Brave Bird would work, because that's what I kind of prepped it for. Anyway, I lead my Rabombi, and he did not lead the Pelipper, so I immediately realized I need to keep this thing alive for later on. Seeing that damage, I assume he's physical, but I don't want to play the rest of my game predicting that just on the off chance that he is not, and I didn't want to lose. So I just get my Rotom Wash in, and he had the Gudra. He doesn't want to keep that in, so he tries going to Mega Swampert, and he subs. I forgot, they can run sub, so I thought I lost the game here. But Hydro Pump breaks. Now without sub, I have to push the Swampert off, and I just take the hit. Had he flinched me, I would have just lost the game there, but I needed to make a ballsy read. Anyway, I forced it out, and now I'm just trying to get damage off on Gudra, because if Gudra dies, that's a mon that can possibly be an issue for Mega Venusaur. I just want to make it so it's Koko versus Venu, any chance possible. So I Willow. Now, I could have been making predictions and going into Rabombi and whatnot, but if I did read wrong and I lost my Sash, I could lose the game, so I didn't want to risk that. I just wanted to force the situation. Now I just start hitting him for minute damage, and here's my misplay. I think it's here. No, it's not here. Is it there? I think I was meant to click Hydro Pump there. Yeah, that was the misplay. I was meant to Hydro Pump to get extra chip, because it would have let my Haxorus click EQ instead of Z Outrage. Because had I been able to EQ, I would have been able to kill it, and I would have been able to keep my Z for other mons. I just swap back into Venu, and I take the U-turn again. I was going to read that U-turn, but I still can't risk it yet. I'm just not in a good enough position. Seeing how much... Oh no, it misses. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, but I'm just trying to slowly whittle down his power mons just to force Koko. I get rocks up, and he defogs. I whirlwind out, and I got super lucky. I hit the Hawlucha, and from here, I'm in such an advantageous position, because I've forced him to lose his Unburdened, and now he's just that little bit less threatening, and my Scum just walls both his mons, so I can just freely roost up. Here I misplay. I was going to click cancel and Iron Head, but it didn't let me cancel, so I ended up roosting. Which is a shame, because that little extra chip on the Iron Head would have went a long way. Seeing this, I immediately go to Calx, and the entire time I misread Calx, I read it as Freeze Dry, not Hurricane, so I was really confused about that damage. But he was Specs Modest, I believe. But yeah, this entire time I was all confused on that. The crit confusion is a bit of a bitch, but Now, I believe... No, okay, it's later in the game where I show my Sunny Day tech. At this point, I just sack my Skarmory, and I bring in Haxorus to force Articuno out. And I just need Ants. Now, I sub just to scout for what move he's going to do. He high jump kicks, and in the end, it didn't matter what I clicked. He was going to 100% go into Koko, and I didn't want him to be able to set up, but I had to make that outrage play to get rid of the Lucha just because all the rest of my mons are needed for my end game. I need all of these mons to force Coco Venu. So I sack that, and here I'm just like, oh, I'm a god because I read the Brave Bird like set, and I'm just like, yeah, I did something right. Here I Giga, see the damage, I'm like, it's not a lot of damage, I'm not going to be doing much. So I Sunny Day to stop the Hurricane. Now I believe I Giga again, and then I Leech Seed. I 100% expect him to swap out, so I Leech. And he does indeed stay. No, wait, I Giga this turn and then I Leech. My bad. I predict him to try and get Rain up by swapping out into Pelipper, so I Leech. And he does that. Now, here I misplay. I shouldn't Leech Seed again. I should 100% go for the Sunny Day here. I should have Sunny Dayed again instead of Leech Seeding, which I fucked up, but because had I Sunny Dayed, it would have just made this end game a little bit easier. But instead, I Leech Seed, getting rid of Pelipper. He puts in Articuno, and he's like, oh, no, son, I can win, but I have tried to get this exact situation, because Ribombee always takes the hit. It always sacrifices itself to get the little extra chip off. I let my Ribombee die, and then I go into Azelf and I win. His best play here is to let his Coco take the hit, but he doesn't, and from there I win. The second he let his Articuno die, I won. And from here he Brave Birds, and I hit him with the Thunder. It doesn't matter. I could have technically swapped in a Venu. I could have taken the 2-0, I just didn't want to risk a crit. So I just went into him and won. And that is my week 4 game. Considering I expected to lose, I had to play out of my arse to be even able to get into that situation. Then I also had to get lucky to stop Hawlucha being a threat using the Scarm Whirlwind. Between luck and just playing out my arse and just getting really good, just playing way better than I have every other week, plus luck, just led to me being able to get this win. I basically I had to play a 4v6 the entire time to keep my Azelf and my Ribombee alive for that late game, and I just purposely had to keep forcing his threats out and to try and just get rid of anything like Goodra, Lucha, Swampert. Because when I got rid of those 3, I knew I could win. I just had to get rid of those. So it was a very awkward battle of me just trying to force his threats in and trying to kill them in that turn. Full respect to him for the way he played. He probably could have won if I didn't Whirlwind into the Lucha. But in saying that, if I Whirlwinded into Coco, because he'd shown he was physical, it would likely be Wild Charge. Had it went into Swampert or the Hawlucha itself, any 3 of those, and I could Whirlwind again, and I would be fine. So I had a higher chance to get a mon I wanted than I didn't want. So in the end, it was just a better play. And as lucky as I was to get the Lucha first try, I still could have done it again. So it's not like that single play won me the game. It really helped though. But there was a little bit of hacks throughout. Like he got the crit confuse, and I got the Whirlwind play. So in the end, it kind of evens out. If I was to play this again, which I never want to do, I fucking despise Rain, I would keep my Rotom alive longer. I'll see you next week.